Hello world, this is Zen playing M.A. Micklin in Grippus Blitz Defense. It's turn number 58. Uh, it has been months since I recorded the last video, turn 57, and I frankly don't remember anything of what I was saying during that video, so I'll be straight honest with that. That's just going to be the opening statement here. Um, this blitz finished around the same time that work picked up, and I got quite busy, and I had to stop recording some episodes of series live and all this fun stuff. So the moment, so I kind of saw it, and I was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna stop here for a bit. And here I'm coming back, trying to see if I can wrap up the series, because anytime people start talking about middle-aged Micklin in the questions on either Lucid server or the Game Hub, I'd like to think that I have, having played this game up to this turn 58, and I have another game playing as Micklin where I was cripple fought by some mod nation that pretty much had recruitable Anakites as their sacreds. And this guy was on my capital turn 6, and I managed to turn this around. This is spoilers if I do decide to upload that series. But, you have Anakites on top of your capital on turn 6, like sieging it, not attacking it. Like literally, I was under siege. I had to turn my expansion parties around. You usually lose. The economic impact of that is bad. However, no, I managed to turn around and kick his butt, and that game is turn 60 something now. I have 3 capitals. I'm storming the 4th capital. So to kind of bring us back to this video, I see a lot of people talking about Micklin on the questions. I want to say that I have a decent understanding of the nation, having played 2 games to the late age. Fought some fairly good players. I think here Facia was played by iFlight, which is a badass in his own right. Grippa, despite his posturing, is also a badass, and I was going to kick his ass earlier. Zero, I think, is the one that played Naba, and he's pretty good too. And yes, I can't remember who was playing this. I'm sorry. Regardless, here you see me just starting to spend all of my gems. Just get me bodies on the field. Get me a wizard tower in Droigar, because I believe I was trying to throne rush last turn. And then we have a battle. Excuse me. We have a battle in Norville. I think this is me trying to, if my my initial claiming doesn't work out, this is me trying to claim another one, or at least secure another throne, where I'm going to get attacked by that Yis player with his Quicken Luck dudes, his Swan Knights, and see what happens. Apparently, I fail a Petrify roll. I don't have a lot of MR, so yeah. There's a lot of crap in here. Here it is. 9 plus 10, 17 plus 2. Yeah, pretty basic, but I have 17 MR. Like, I'm asking for it with these items. I could have had, instead of a Dancing Trident, a Anti-Magic Amulet. Instead of an Ice Cap, I could have had that Earth Crown that gives you magic resistance, or even the little Astral Hat, because your own Astral skill is supposed to help you. 26 turns. Okay, but instead, I didn't bring any of that, so I'm just going to be paralyzed while surrounded by a million Morvarks and getting hit by Lightning Bolt. And eventually I just die. What is that, Soul Slay? I'm going to assume that I've been Soul Slayed. Or something. Or was I taking actual damage? Oh, maybe I was taking damage and I didn't have regen? Regardless. I died for nothing here. That's very unfortunate. We searched for a bunch of magic sites, because if you've watched any of my videos, you know I am relentless in searching for magic sites, even though this is literally all just the same location. But you know I'm relentless with searching for magic sites. So that was the this battle in Norville was the magic phase. So I'm going to be straight up right now. If you are claiming a throne and casting Wizard Tower, and you are not attacked in the magic phase, you're going to claim that throne, at least for a turn. They can still hop on and siege your fort and all that. You're going to claim that throne. And I don't know if it's spoilers because again, I don't remember what I said last episode. But me coming in here means I was able to claim the last throne of this game. So regardless, we're going to go ahead and just quickly watch the remaining battles. And we watch what happens when you try to raid with undead. Somebody casts Ravenous Swarm, Skigja. Cast. You don't need a Thistle Mace. It's Nature 2, and I think 2 gems can cast it. For reference. But whenever, hey, if you're in the situation where somebody's raiding you with vampires, wraith lords, liches, and you have a Nature 2, cast Ravenous Swarm, and this will happen. It is relentless. It will hit it every round. It's going to hit the entire square every round for 21 armor negating damage. It's 7 holy, but it only affects undead, so holy damage is triple, so 21 armor negating damage. What else is there? So this is just a good tip overall. Whenever someone tries to rage with undead, be they twice-born Bakamona sorcerers, be they Ashdod Ditanu, vampires, Lemuria, cast Ravenous Swarm. Won't regret it. We have a battle in Cliffport as Yis attacks me with a bunch of Morvarks, and I just have a little bit of PD because I could care less about some problems called Cliffport right now. Wrath of God hits a bunch of people. Love it. Events, none of them good. Get beat up by indies. Oh no. Our geez, what is my PD? 129 warriors and that's some PD right there. There you go. There you go. Good stuff. So, and now that I have scrolled to the bottom, we see we have ultimate victory. We reign supreme as the Pentacrator. Finally, I get to show you guys frickin' win. And even this one was really just to, one, get a game off my list. I'm busy as heck these days. I'm so sorry if that has like, maybe if that's made any videos worse or seemed rushed, or maybe I had a video series that I started in live format and I changed it to review format. I couldn't. So a lot of it was just I need to get this game off my list, and I saw an opportunity and I took it. But then a lot of it too was just I don't win games, guys. I don't win Dominions 5 games because I don't go for thrones. I want to go fight people. I want to start in my little capital, scout out who my neighbors are, and be like, wow, one of my neighbors is Lucid. If I fight Lucid, I'm going to learn some cool shit. I want to go fight Lucid. Now, granted, Lucid is a weird example because I don't want to fight him in the early game. The stuff I want to learn from Lucid is late game rating. So if I'm buying Lucid in a future game, or I start hosting a game, or I start uploading a game where I start by Lucid, I'm going to try to keep him alive, or I'm going to try to work with him because I want to fight him at the end of the game. I want a rematch from East of Eden where where my coworker doesn't quit and leave me by myself on my team and force me to, just be a mindless drone during my turns, or have to sub out. So I kind of want a rematch of Eden because, damn, I got schooled by his late game rating, and I want to learn that crap. But maybe I'll spawn next to Arco. I have been trying to fight Arco, I swear to you guys, for like 4 games now, and every time something stops me from fighting Arco. I want to fight Arco because I want to learn his crazy tricks. The tournament, not this year's tournament, the 2020 tournament, he started killing Scrotty with moss body enlarged gelatinous cubes, and I thought it was the coolest thing ever because I was playing statistics at the time, and I was like, I can make those, and I made gelatinous cubes the same way he did, and I killed a bunch of Scrotty, like 50 gem equipment Scrotty got run over by a cube, and the guy started bringing like 5 Scrotty, and I was just like, I'll bring 10 cubes, and I ate them all. It was beautiful. So there's things I want to learn from people. So I don't win games. I go fight people because I have fun losing. When someone does something cool and beats me, I have fun losing to that. And then I'm going to try to get that, and I'm going to try to do that against somebody else. And I have fun recreating that tactic against someone else. Or if someone presents with me a combat puzzle. How do I beat this army with what I have? I have fun uh, figuring out that puzzle. I don't have fun throne rushing. Throne rushing is weird and selfish, and I don't know. I don't like it. So I don't do this often, but I did want to at least win one game to put on YouTube, so I can at least pretend to say that, hey, sometimes I am actually a good player, despite the fact I never win. Uh, but yes, so here's your victory. Enjoy, gentlemen and gentlewomen, and I don't know the terminologies nowadays, but whatever it is, please enjoy this. Uh, you won't see it often as my videos continue to be uploaded because I have fun recording. I wish I could record more. I really want to branch out and record other games, but it's hard. It's really hard. Um, so I'm gonna keep recording, but I promise you, this little victory icon to me, and this little screen here saying how I'm the Panther Creator, and I've cast down my enemies. They are broken, dead, enslaved, or imprisoned. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not going to show you that very often. um, I guess if we want to take a quick peek at what the world looks like, I can do that. These are the so just in case, more for me really. The thrones were these two thrones. This throne here in Smotherdark, which this is kind of like my throne. Smotherdark has always been my throne. Don't touch it, mine. Blue Beauty and Bergamum, where again it's the result of iFlight's Fascia trying to do a throne rush, which I really like to think that I played a large, a very deciding factor in stopping that throne rush by sheer chance. I think he's gonna do something weird. Let me go stop that just in case. So those thrones, and then the final throne was down here in Droigar, which for whatever reason never got taken by Naba until turn 50 something. To which I started putting my troops here in the Night Marsh. He had an idea. He was able to see some of my army. I know I tried really hard with this Cauldron of the Elven Hall crap, but he told me way after the game that he was still able to see some of the army. He didn't. He said he saw like 100 troops or something like that. He didn't see this giant mass. So to some extent, this Cauldron thing was working out. Maybe not perfectly, but it worked enough where I was able to cross the stupid river with all of my flying commanders, or water-breathing commanders, and grab the inner throne before he realized, put up Wizard Tower before I was attacked. I really expected to get dozens of Malika or Sahir thrown at me, and kind of glad it didn't. Anyways, the rest of the map, Ashdod finally was taken over by Yis. Jotunheim, I know there was something to do with Jotunheim getting pushed down to his capital, and he has come back, and he was attacking people, and he was attacking me, he was attacking Satis, and he is holding strong, although Satis is going to crush him soon, because Satis is like the research leader. So I guess score graphs, we can go over here then. Province-wise, that is me for most of the game, other than, who's this, Fascia? Yeah, Fascia was huge. Fascia was huge. But then I guess in second place has always been me. Little H. McLin. And in third place, eventually, Grippa turtled for a very long time, and then suddenly he just became a badass and ran up to second place with me. Fort-wise, yeah, I'm not surprised it's me. I built a hell of a lot of forts in my cap circle, everywhere over, because I just needed forts. I don't need them to have resources or recruitment. I mean, recruitment points are nice and all, but I didn't need them to have resources. I just need forts. Make me eagles. Make them in my cap circle, so it's easier for me to group them all together for an army. Income. Now, this is the one that I'm shocked that I had such a high income all game, because my scales are trash. Where's my nation? Where's Micklin? My scales are trash. Really trash. So I'm surprised I have money. I have this much money. I have as much money as Grippa. Heck, Grippa had more money for a bit, and then I did, and then he did, and then I did, and eventually, because I win the game, he has nothing. But look at this. Look at Fascia. And I'd like to think that I ran into Fascia. Like, I ran face first into Facia with that huge income difference that we had and just wiped him out with, again, he was throne rushing. And when you throne rush, you essentially overextend yourself into a very vulnerable position. And I did take advantage of that. I took a lot of advantage of that. So that did help me a lot. Like his goal wasn't kick my ass. His goal was throne rush and win. Um, and my goal was kick his ass. But this income disparity, the only reason I'm able to succumb or overcome that, not succumb that, overcome that was despite that income disparity, he and I had almost equal amounts of forts until I started taking his forts. And then this is, I guess, me starting to cast Wizard Tower and shit. But we had about equal forts despite this income disparity because his units cost more than mine do. They cost more than mine do. For starters, the giants are like the cheap giants are like $20. They're amazing, by the way. Just FYI, those light Phasian light infantry giants or whatever they're called, they're really good. But they're 20 gold off the top of my head. Eagle Warriors are 15, and on top of that, he's paying 16 gold in upkeep, and I am paying 6. So despite this income disparity here, um, my troops are better than his and cheaper than his. And in a lot of cases, they were more plentiful than his were. Um, so I think that played a huge part. We'll move over to gem income. I'm not surprised. It's me. Shocker. Um, if this is your first series, you started just because it was, hey, it was the Blitz, and then it was summer videos or whatnot. Uh, if it's not, you've seen me. I'm very, very relentless when it comes to site searching gems. So I'm very much not surprised that I took a very early lead on gem income, and then I just took off. That to me, I'm not shocked. I spend way more time site searching than I should, and that's going to reflect here with the research graph, which isn't horrible. I defended myself. I mean, Grippa freaking went to the moon. But I defended myself here. I was told by someone that it was a lot worse than this. Who's this other character? Is that Facia? That was Naba. Yeah, so Naba and I were pretty head to head in research. I was told that I was much further behind. The lie, sir. Yeah, this doesn't surprise me either. I have obviously an absurdly high Dominion score. I have temples everywhere. Not a shocker. Army size. Yeah. So again, this goes down. It goes back to what I was just mentioning. Facia had a lot of troops because they had the most income, but all of my troops were sacreds with this hellish bless that I have, where one eagle could potentially take on 2 to 3 of his giants. But now he has the issue where I have almost as many eagles as his giants. If his goal was kill me, if Iflight's goal was to run at me and take me out of the game, he might have been able to do that. However, his goal was throne rush, and I attacked him during it, and that made it such that I was able to fight his army piecemeal. So although he had a larger army, I was able to fight it in such a way where I outnumbered him in every battle, and I had superior quality and quantity. And very importantly, the one thing that his troops could use to kill my Eagle Warriors were their little javelin tosses, which are very accurate, very damaging. But the combination of Arrowfend and the wooden warriors that I had at the time negated that completely. So now his troops have to fight me in melee, and they have no chance. They have no chance. None at all. And the other one's Ascension Point. That one doesn't matter. But you see, he got close. He almost won, and I stopped his ass. But yeah, and the scary part is that this giant graph here, this is almost all sacreds. Like 90% of this, if not more, is just insane sacreds. I mean, well, no, you know what? I lied. I have a lot of slaves. I lied. Maybe not 90%, but I have a lot of sacreds too. I couldn't get bat production up. Sorry. Started making these Oniki to make these bats. I actually had to bring some into combat. Yeah. It is what it is, but a lot of my army is sacred. So Heroes Fascia, Heroes Satis. This game would have been so differently, too. I genuinely wanted to start my game, find Grippa, and go kick Grippa's ass. That was my genuine, honest intention. And you just attacked me over these little like coastal areas. You changed the whole game, yes. I was content to ignore everybody on this map just so I could fight Grippa. And you did this. This victory of mine, this is all your fault, yes. You stopped me from attacking Grippa so that I had to go fight you, and then you did the hanky-panky underwater, so I had to see Facios doing things and throne rushing, and I had to go stop Fate. This is all your fault, yes. You should have just left me alone. Or fought Grippa yourself, and then I'll kill you for attacking Grippa. How dare you attack the person I want to attack. Alright, that's enough rambling for this episode. I'm glad I can provide you guys at least one victory on my YouTube channel. This is a perfect spot to say please don't forget to like and subscribe. But I really don't want to say that. Oh, I think I just did. But yes, please leave a comment below what you thought of this series. Maybe changes I can put into the very far future, because when these videos upload to when I actually did them and when I actually might read your comments, there's a lot of time difference between, again, recording, upload, and me reading your comments. But please add your comments. I will eventually read them, and I will eventually implement recommended changes if I think they're good ideas, which is usually all of them, because I've just been doing this blind, kind of dive in head first and hope for the best. So whatever you've got as a good idea is probably a good idea that I haven't even considered. Someone told me the other day, and if you're that person watching this video, you can get an idea of how long these things are between. Someone told me the other day, hey, when you're planning on doing a review series instead of a live series, why don't you like take out a notepad and take notes on what you're thinking each turn? You can revisit that. Blew my mind. It makes so much sense. It's so obvious, and I didn't consider that. So, yeah, please leave your comments. What you liked, what you thought, uh, changes I can make, such and such. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time.